Hey guys, Coach Alex here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I have a really good one for you today. I want to talk to you about apartment locating, which is the niche that I'm in. A lot of people that have their real estate license, or maybe they're thinking about getting their real estate license, really overlook doing rentals. They might think that there's no money in rentals, or maybe it's beneath them, or they're just looking for those big deals. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. Traditional real estate is very difficult. I did it at a high level, and I've done apartment locating, and apartment locating is honestly the best job in real estate if you're looking to work fully remote from the comfort of your own home. Right now I'm in my office. I don't go out to show apartments. I don't go out and meet clients. Everything is done on the phone, text message, and Zoom. And I make over 300K every single year by doing simple strategies that I'm going to teach you. At the end of this video, you're going to have a chance to see exactly how we do it step by step so that you can be a top earner in your market. If there is multifamily residences in your state, you can do this just like I am. Now, I started in Florida, and Florida is a top apartment locator state, but at the same time, it's not really a tapped market for apartment locators. And what I mean by that is a lot of people who have their real estate license in Florida really are just traditional real estate agents. So there was huge opportunity for me when I became an apartment locator in Florida because the competition was very low. And it was super encouraging because there were so many brand new buildings that were popping up in the year. So I took South Florida by storm when I tell you. Palm Beach County, Broward County, Dade County, I absolutely lit it up and I made a ton of money year after year. Now, the thing with Florida and some other markets, you may have to be there to escort the client, which is fine. And that's how I really learned and gained the knowledge I have today to be able to share all my experiences to help coach you to be able to earn 300K on an annual basis. And you might think, wow, that's a lot of money. And is it a lot of work? It truly isn't, guys. Once you understand a lead generation system, and when you have a stack of leads every single day to call, you're just going to call your leads. You're going to push them to different apartments. You're going to follow up, and then you're going to send an invoice to the apartment building when they move in. It's really that simple when I tell you. Yes, there is a lot of follow-up, and you have to understand the process. And you have to be a good salesperson so that you can explain everything perfectly to the client, because when you explain it and you understand the process, they're going to trust you and you're going to do a lot of business, and then they're going to send you referrals, which is what a lot of my business is right now, is referrals. Quick little story about myself. Back in 2019, I was stuck bartending for the past 15 years, and I was so burnt out. It was really just a terrible time in my life because I knew I was capable of much more, but I didn't know where to turn. So I said, you know what? There's got to be money in real estate. So I got my real estate license and did the traditional route. Like most people, I hung my license with a traditional brokerage. And the first thing they told me was, don't do rentals. You'll never make any money. Then COVID hit a few months later, and I needed to make money, or I was going to go back bartending with a mask on. And that was not an option for me. There was no plan B. I said to myself, you will not go back to the Ritz-Carlton with a mask on, tending bar ever again. So I put my head down and I learned all about apartment locating. And then I learned my market. And then I was able to generate leads. And then everything just happened so fast. And when you have that momentum, guys, in this business, it's not like traditional real estate where it's going to take someone 6 months or a year or even 2 years to buy. These are very fast transactions. And how I approach it is when I get on the call with someone, if they're not looking to apply within the next couple of weeks, sometimes I don't work with them depending on the situation. And the reason is because if they go past 2 weeks from what I'm seeing in the trend in my business, if I let them go 2 weeks past and they're not looking to apply for an apartment within that time frame, they usually go into my dead file. So I work with highly motivated people, and you can get them highly motivated too with a lot of tricks and tips that I'm going to teach you. It's important, guys, to really instill urgency when it comes to renters. They're not like buyers. There's a simple application process, credit, background, income verification. Everything is processed, and then they're usually approved within 1 to 3 days. After that, then you just wait till they move in, you send the invoice, and then you collect from the property. And guys, it's literally rinse and repeat every single time. Now, I have my license also in the state of Texas because I like working fully remote. Texas is an amazing state for apartment locating because most buildings will pay apartment locators. I would say about 90% will pay, which is amazing. In Florida, I had a half a dozen, maybe a dozen apartment complexes, but I was still able to generate over $300K in my business on an annual basis year after year. Because when you have a lease up property with specials, who doesn't like a beautiful brand new property? They're getting 2 months for free, and then you're able to discount your rent with that money. It's really a win-win for you as the locator because they pay high commissions, lease ups, for the property because they're getting a tenant, and for the client because they're getting an amazing brand new property with amazing concessions. So I target lease up properties for that reason. I teach this in our school program as well. It is a complete full course, top to bottom, to learn apartment locating, only $67 a month. It's incredible. Now, there's 3 main components when it comes to this business. You have to have a plan, number 1. Number 2, you have to have an infrastructure. And number 3, you have to have accountability. I had a plan. There was no turning back going to the Ritz-Carlton. There was no plan B. It was only plan A was apartment locating in real estate. Number 2, I kind of had an infrastructure. I was using Trello, but that's really outdated software, and it really isn't a great software if you're looking to do other things as well to stay on top of new clients, previous clients, and even future clients as well. So my infrastructure wasn't great, but I was still able to get by because I was super organized within my Trello boards. And number 3, I had accountability because I always put a lot of pressure on myself to get up every single day to do this job at a very high level. I put a tremendous amount of pressure on myself with this job because I knew the potential of doing it. And when you put your mind to something and you execute and you stay super consistent, you're going to see results, not only in apartment locating, but in other fields as well. But apartment locating, guys, I'm telling you, it's the easiest business ever. So if you have your real estate license or you're thinking about getting your real estate license, it doesn't matter what state. We can teach you this from top to bottom, A to Z, on how to be the most successful apartment locator in your market. There's a school group link in here. It's only $67 a month, guys. Check it out. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, there is amazing, amazing content. There is amazing courses, and you're going to learn so much. In the group, you're able to personally DM me. We're going to jump on a 30-minute complimentary call when you join school to learn all about your goals as an apartment locator. In the description, click the link. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Let's go.